I want you to imagine a scenario where you begin the start of your workday as a certified forklift operator. You clock in, grab your forklift as you always do, and drive into the building to meet with your team at your department. Upon your arrival to the meeting area, you begin to brake, but your forklift doesn't respond. You look down and see your hands at the controls of your lift, but the forklift is not responding. As you look up, you see your coworkers standing around their lifts, ready for a starter shift meeting, and you are unable to stop your forklift as you always do, potentially colliding with and crushing your coworkers between your lift and theirs. While you may think this will never happen to you, this type of incident does unfortunately occur across the globe, causing damage, injuries, missed time, and fatalities. This safety incident could have been avoided if a forklift pre-use inspection was completed prior to the forklift being operated. Welcome to this Supply Chain Proz video. While today's content is designed for forklift use, this principle can be applied to any type of powered industrial equipment or heavy machinery that can be substituted for the referred forklift in the video. The purpose of the pre-use inspection is to examine and test a forklift before its use to make sure that it is working as you expect it to. You should inspect your lift prior to beginning to operate the forklift. This could be at the beginning of your workday, after another operator gives you their lift in the middle of the shift, or if a forklift has been left unattended for a long period of time. You may unknowingly share this piece of equipment with another employee at your job, and this other employee could have used this piece of equipment without your knowledge, collided with something, damaged a component of the forklift, and left the forklift in a dangerous state so that they would not get in trouble by reporting the incident. The next person that attempts to operate the damaged forklift is at a risk of discovering the forklift is not functioning. If a pre-use inspection is done, the second operator will find and catch this issue. If not, the operator may find out in an inopportune and dangerous time. Always report any issues found immediately to an authority for evaluation, for locking out or tagging out of the equipment to prevent its use until an authorized maintenance technician can look at and fix the forklift. When performing a visual inspection, you are looking for any obvious damage to the forklift. This could be cracks, dents, or areas where an impact may have occurred, potentially damaging the components of the forklift. Different models of powered industrial trucks have different functions that need to be inspected. As an example, the order picker has a fall protection anchor that should be inspected, whereas a forklift has a side shift and tilt functions that should alternately be inspected. Some of the common and general items needing to be inspected are tire conditions, steering and drive controls, the forks, the mast, and the backrest, cables and connections, overhead guards, instruments and gauges, brakes, hydraulic systems and leaks, lights, the horn, the backup alarm, seat belts, anchor points, and any various other equipment-specific safety features. These inspections should be documented. Companies will have slightly different variations of a forklift inspection sheet, and you will want to ensure that you are fully completing the inspection sheet within your company's program guidelines. Follow the document in all instances and use it as a step-by-step guide to direct you on what to look for. If you find any damage or see an issue that you are unsure about, report it immediately to an authority. This would be the best time to inspect, read, and understand your forklift's rated capacity. The rated capacity of a forklift is found on the machine's capacity plate. This is a metal plate or highly durable sticker that is found somewhere within the operator's compartment. It tells a variety of the essential safety facts related to the specific forklift. Most importantly, it lists what amount of weight the forklift can safely lift at various heights. Using the diagram on the screen, visuals A and B depict a 4-foot tall pallet securely resting against the backrest of a forklift. Dimension C depicts the height in inches from the ground. The max capacity column next to the green arrow depicts the weight that the forklift can safely lift at that height. So 77 inches from the ground, that's about 6 feet, the forklift can safely lift 4,000 pounds. As the height from the ground increases to 222 inches, that's about 18.5 feet, What the forklift can safely lift decreases to 3,175 pounds. You can see that at 294 inches, that's about 24.5 feet, the forklift can only lift 2,000 pounds safely. That is about half the original capacity at ground level. In the event that a forklift operator lifts too much weight, too high, the forklift can tip forward. Testing the functions of your equipment is the most important part of the pre-use inspection process. Just because the forklift looks okay does not mean that it mechanically will work as you are expecting it to. Wires short circuit, connections erode over time, and hydraulic lines can become clogged with debris. It is critical that you test each and every function of the forklift before taking it away from the chargers. Does the mast raise and lower? Do the forks, tilt, and side shift functions work? Does the braking system work? Does the emergency stop button cut off power to the lift? Is there fluid where the lift was parked when you move it forward? You need to determine if the forklift is reacting to your control inputs in the way that you expect it to. In the event that the forklift is not responding in a way that you expect it to, that is a safety hazard. If you see this during your inspection, report it to an authority immediately. At this point, now you may finalize marking on the documented inspection checklist. Do not pencil whip the checklist prior to testing, but use the checklist as a guide when you are learning and a documented check after you are fully familiar with the equipment. This pre-use inspection checklist process takes some effort and time when you first begin using it. After a few weeks, you will have the forklift that you operate every day memorized, and this process will take 3 to 5 minutes. While this inspection each day may seem trivial, this 3 to 5 minute safeguard can mean the difference between you going home safely at the end of your workday or experiencing a life-changing forklift accident. If you found value in the content of this video, like and subscribe to the channel. This is your Supply Chain Pro, out.